Okay, well, the artist had some unfinished art in this chapter again. Did he get too stressful, or is this once again foreshadowing a despair? Well, there's one thing that this chapter has shown us at least, and that is the fact that Melileo is such a hot-tempered girl that I'm actually a woman, and pretty foul-mouthed too, that I'm actually surprised she is a captain. I mean, I think this explains why her younger brother became the captain after her. I mean, don't get me wrong, Melileo's power is the real deal. It's just that she has a personality not unlike Asta. However, while Asta is really happy-go-lucky, annoyingly loud, Melileo seems to be the more reckless and extremely over-the-top, uh, you know, damn, I forgot the word I was looking for. I mean, they have similarities. It's clear that she is the girl that Punch folks first asks questions later. So I just wonder, has she ever strategically planned anything? No, she doesn't seem like a strategic planner. She seems to be more like the one who breaks things through brute force alone. And that is actually a pretty funny one. Yes, the Black Clover chapter 136, and this is me, the Angry Anime fan. Nozel breaks through all the different traps, revealing that the Space Master user of magic of the Clover are preventing from the other space user from using his one. And Nozel is determined to find Lich and kill him, as he just keeps on blooming up the many different people. The other troop members of Noel and many others are also giving this. We even see a guy who Noel conceitedly says that even you finished off, you're still pretty good. And the fact that the old man says that you only won because of Juno. He's apparently Ben Thuns and a Crimson Lion squad captain of rank 4. He says that they need to move on, or else Melileo will really become angry. So well, Luck is having the time of his life with all of his madness. However, the troop as the defeated White Knight Demon Eye just last saying that pretty soon we are going to be reborn into our true forms. Whatever that means, I don't know. However, we cannot forget the fact that Lyre did say the day of awakening is here. Is it possible that, and I have a theory, is it possible that these, White Knight Demon Eye members are supposed to be vessels for liched deceased comrades? Again, as I said before, they are always preaching about being in the real stuff, although they are clearly from the Clover Kingdom. So, and I said last chapter, there is some hints that they may have been brainwashed by playing on their insecurities as well as their bad habits in order for Lich to easily control them. And the fact that they are despicable while Lich really do have a tragic story, I'm just wondering. And the fact that Fana was really Fana, she was just possessed by something. Is it possible that these true forms is not a true form, but a spirit of the deceased elves taking over the the bodies of the White Knight Demon Eye? I mean, that would make sense, and that would be terrifying. So I think these White Knight members are just vessels for the deceased comrades, or something at least. Again, that is just a theory of mine. Nothing proof yet. Could very well be just what they say. They can keep their real personality, but still get a third eye. Who knows? But Juno is certainly thinking that something is wrong, especially as the recesses get deeper and deeper, the walls get stranger. And to him, he's saying that he hears something. Again, Juno is also someone who seems to have a close connection to Maggie, so who knows? Elsewhere, Asta's team, though, is not having so very much fun as Melileo just breaks through it. However, then too Asta appears, and of course the gang cannot see who is who. So how does Melileo solve that? Well, she just basically attacks both of them with fire. Again, she is definitely not the girl that plans stuff. Of course, Asta breaks through the fire, and she uses the logic saying, I don't remember ever bringing someone who would die from something like that. Yeah, she is reckless. The fact that Asta, a guy that is the shonen stereotypical thing of recklessness, is saying that she is the reckless one, then yeah, she is a little bit. I think I should stay away from her. Makes sense on why Yami is so terrified of her. And of course, the copy was none other than Liar, who quells the fire using an imitation magic aqua curtain, and then heals his wounds using light. As he flirts with Melileo while still having his third eye, he introduces himself saying that you are beautiful, but you are pretty damn vulgar. What does it mean by that? That she talks like a guy, or the fact that she's using rude comments? Maybe both. So he mentions that he will not hold back, even if you are royalty and you are a woman. As he summons his dark blade, Melileo just smiles and takes the blade and destroys it with her fire and punch alone, revealing that yeah, Melileo is more like the hand-to-hand combat girl, and gets close on Lyre and delivers one powerful fire destructional magic punch called Caldeus Brachium, something like White Hot Arm. And are you telling me that a liar is just going to go down from that alone? Even for Black Clover, that would be pretty anticlimactic if that is how Liar just suddenly just dies. But again, Melileo is truly the undefeated lioness. She is really reckless, and not to mention the fact that she's even saying here that apparently there were information that Liar about and his information magic. However, she has seemed to have forgot it. But what I saw from last chapter, yeah, Melileo is not a strategic. For her, it's all about brute strength. Well, she is a capable leader, and again, she really is as strong as she is reckless. Still, though, is this really what can save us all from the White Knight's true forms? Who knows? But I have a feeling that the awakening will happen to throw us all in despair. All in all, some funny moments, especially with Melileo's recklessness. The art, though, not being finished, that was distracting and worrisome. But you give me your thoughts if you have any.